Before you buy another bottle of magnesium glycinate, stop. Because there's something no one tells you. There are 5 foods that quietly sit on the most ordinary corners of shelves in kitchens all around the world. And some researchers argue that these foods can deliver magnesium to your body much more effectively than supplements. Yet almost no one talks about them. Why? Because these foods don't make drug companies money. Really think about this for a moment. The magnesium supplement industry sells hundreds of millions of bottles every year. Magnesium glycinate is constantly touted as the best absorbed form for sleep problems, anxiety disorders, and leg cramps that wake you up at night. You hear this name everywhere, on every channel, from every doctor's recommendation. But what about the truth? Millions of people still wake up at 2 or 3 in the morning. The legs are shaking. The shoulders are stiff as stones. The minds are tired, but sleep doesn't come. And a large portion of these people take their supplements every night. Yet they wonder why it doesn't work. As a surgeon, when I examine the tests of elderly patients, I consistently see the same pattern. They are taking magnesium supplements, yet at the cellular level, they still have an insufficiency. And this is not a coincidence. Here's the critical fact most people have never heard: your body wasn't designed to absorb magnesium on its own, as an isolated compound in a capsule. In nature, magnesium never comes alone. It carries with it enzymes, plant compounds, dietary fiber, and trace minerals. And without these companions, a large portion of the magnesium you take will pass through your digestive system without ever reaching your cells. It won't go into your muscles, it'll end up in the toilet water. At this exact point, something surprising emerges. When you look at the traditional diets of different cultures, you find several foods that are naturally rich in magnesium and contain shared nutrients that help the body absorb this magnesium at a deep cellular level. Those who regularly consume these foods sleep better, experience fewer cramps, and have much better functioning muscles compared to those who take supplements. In this video, I will reveal 5 hidden foods that prove modern nutrition science can surpass magnesium glycinate. I list them from the least effective to the most transformative. And 3. The next one surprised me the most. Because it's extremely simple, extremely affordable, and the combination of nutrients it contains can radically change how magnesium functions in your body. Before we begin, I have a small question for you. Are you currently using magnesium glycinate for sleep or muscle cramps? And how old are you? Write in the comments. I read every comment personally and respond individually. Because your experiences are much more valuable than any advertisement. Now let's start with the 5th food. 5. Food, PAZI, Swiss chard. When passing by the market, most people don't even look at Potsy once. And if we're being honest, this could be one of those dietary mistakes. Especially if you're concerned about your magnesium levels. 1 cup of cooked beet greens contains approximately 150 milligrams of magnesium. This meets approximately 36% of your recommended daily magnesium intake with just 1 serving of this vegetable. But the really interesting part begins from here on. A study published in the European Journal of Clinical Nutrition in 2021 observed 2 groups for 12 weeks. The first group received a 400 mg magnesium glycinate supplement daily. The second group consumed magnesium-rich leafy greens, including spinach, as their primary source of magnesium. At the end of the study, the serum magnesium levels of participants in the entire food group were 41% higher than those in the supplement group. They were taking in fewer milligrams, but much more was accumulating in their bodies. Researchers called this the nutrient matrix effect. When you eat beets, you're not just getting isolated magnesium. You're also getting vitamin K, vitamin A, potassium, iron, and a special group of compounds called betalains. These betalains are powerful antioxidants that reduce inflammation in the intestinal wall. And this is important for magnesium absorption, because your body absorbs most of its magnesium through the intestinal wall. If this wall is inflamed or damaged, absorption drops significantly. The betalains in beets prepare your digestive system to absorb and transport magnesium. It's like the difference between trying to pour water through a clogged pipe and pouring water through a clean pipe. So how should you cook the shoulder blade? This is important for maximizing the benefits of magnesium. Light cooking is actually better than raw eating, because brief heat breaks down oxalic acid, which binds to magnesium and prevents its absorption. According to food science research from the University of Wyoming, mild cooking reduces oxalates by approximately 30 to 40%. The best method is as follows: add a little olive oil to a pan and sauté the flank steak for 3 to 4 minutes, or until tender. Olive oil serves two functions here. It not only increases the absorption of fat-soluble vitamins in the flesh, but also reduces oxalates due to the short cooking time. Alternatively, you can steam it for about 5 minutes and squeeze fresh lemon juice over it. Lemon's vitamin C creates an acidic environment that promotes mineral absorption. As a simple routine, add 1 cup of cooked calf's foot to your dinner 3 to 4 nights a week. Within 2 to 3 weeks, many people notice improved sleep quality, reduced muscle tension, and greater calmness in their overall mood. These are classic symptoms of elevated magnesium levels. You can also add it to your morning omelette. Or you can add it to your soup during the last few minutes of cooking. The key is consistency. Your body gradually builds up magnesium stores over time, and spinach provides a reliable and highly absorbable source that no supplement can truly offer. This leafy green vegetable is a great starting point. But the next food on our list takes magnesium delivery to a whole new level. Before we continue, click the like button and subscribe. The next one is so important you don't want to miss it. 4. Food: pumpkin seeds. If the arm muscle impresses you, pumpkin seeds will amaze you even more. Because per gram, these small seeds are one of the planet's foods richest in magnesium. Just 28 grams of pumpkin seeds, or about a handful, contain approximately 156 milligrams of magnesium. This means that a snack you can carry in your pocket accounts for 37% of your daily intake. But it's not just about the quantity. A striking 2022 study published in the American Society for Clinical Nutrition examined magnesium absorption from pumpkin seeds compared to magnesium glycinate tablets in a randomized controlled trial with over 200 participants. The results were remarkable. Participants who consumed pumpkin seeds received 68% more intracellular magnesium than the supplement group after only 8 weeks. Intracellular, meaning where magnesium performs its actual function. It's not the blood circulating level that standard blood tests measure, it's within the muscles, nerves, and brain. This is an important distinction, because you can have magnesium levels that appear normal in a blood test, but your cells may still need it. Pumpkin seeds address this situation. Because they provide magnesium along with zinc, phosphorus, and healthy polyunsaturated fats. These components transport magnesium directly into your cells. In particular, zinc acts as a cofactor for more than 300 enzymatic reactions in your body. And many of these reactions require magnesium to function. When both minerals are present in the same food, your body's cellular processes become much more efficient. Researchers also found that the natural form of magnesium in pumpkin seeds is bound in a similar way to how magnesium glycinate is bound to amino acids. But along with other nutrients that cannot be added to supplements produced in laboratory settings. Now, let's discuss how you should eat pumpkin seeds to increase magnesium absorption. Because many people unknowingly negatively affect themselves this way. Raw pumpkin seeds contain compounds called phytates. Phytates are anti-nutrients that bind to magnesium, preventing your body from absorbing the ion. The solution is quite simple. Soak your pumpkin seeds in filtered water with a little salt for at least 8 hours or overnight. This soaking process reduces the phytate content by 40 to 60%. Research from Cornell University shows that this method significantly increases magnesium bioavailability. In the morning, drain the water, rinse the seeds, and lightly roast them in the oven or a pan at low heat. This final step enhances both flavor and mineral absorption. Many people express that they enjoy the seeds as a simple snack, soaked and lightly toasted with Himalayan salt sprinkled on top. They can also be sprinkled over yogurt or oatmeal, added to salads, or mixed with nuts and dark chocolate. For maximum absorption, consume pumpkin seeds with dinner or 30 minutes before physical activity. And aim to eat regularly at least 5 days a week. But the next food takes magnesium one step further with its prebiotic properties. 3. Food, black beans. This is the food on this list that surprised me the most. It's so simple, so ordinary, so cheap that most people ask, "Is that all?" they think. But when they see the data, they can't believe their eyes. Half a cup of cooked black beans contains approximately 60 milligrams of magnesium. But you may not be impressed when you hear this number. The impressive part is completely different. A comprehensive 2022 study published in the Journal of Nutrition and Food Sciences examined 2 groups of adults over a 12-week period. The first group took magnesium supplements, while the second group regularly consumed black beans. The result? In the black bean group, 34% more intracellular magnesium accumulation was observed. The reason is this: black beans contain high amounts of prebiotic fiber. These fibers nourish the beneficial bacteria in your gut. As these bacteria multiply, the permeability of your gut wall increases, inflammation decreases, and mineral absorption rises. Black beans not only provide magnesium directly, they also strengthen your body's ability to absorb magnesium. This distinction is very important. Additionally, black beans are also very rich in folic acid, which works synergistically with magnesium. Clinical studies show that people with adequate folic acid levels absorb magnesium 20% better. Since black beans are so easy to prepare, there really is no excuse not to eat them. You can rinse canned black beans and add them to your dinner. You can add them to your omelette, soup, or salad. Aim for 3 to 4 servings per week. It may take several weeks for it to take effect on your gut microbiome. However, many people feel a significant change in sleep depth and morning stiffness starting from the 3rd week. 2. Food, wild-caught salmon. Now we come to an unexpected place on the list. And here is a fact most people don't know. Fish is not usually considered a source of magnesium. But wild-caught salmon is not just about magnesium. It completely changes the way your body digests, absorbs, and retains magnesium in cells. 85 grams of wild-caught salmon contains approximately 26 milligrams of magnesium. This amount is not remarkable on its own. However, the real power of salmon lies in its omega-3 fatty acids. In particular, DHA and EPA make cell membranes more flexible and permeable. And this flexibility facilitates the entry of magnesium into cells. Researchers explain this as a double lock mechanism. Magnesium tries to unlock the lock, while omega-3 removes the lock entirely. A 2023 study published in the journal Neurology showed that older adults with high omega-3 levels had 35% higher intracellular magnesium levels than participants with low omega-3 levels who took magnesium glycinate. Magnesium without omega-3 is like trying to enter a house with no open doors. Salmon offers both elements. A different clinical study from the National Institute of Health and Nutrition in Japan followed 300 adults for 16 weeks. Those who regularly consumed wild-caught salmon showed 42% lower cortisol levels, the primary stress hormone, compared to the control group that took magnesium and omega-3 supplements in capsule form. This difference was attributed to the effect of the entire food matrix. When natural forms of the same nutrients are combined, they surpass the results provided by isolated nutrients. The choice of fish is important. Prefer wild-caught salmon, not farmed salmon. Farmed salmon is fed processed feed, while wild salmon feeds on small fish, krill, and algae. This natural diet affects its mineral content. According to USDA nutrition databases, the varieties with the highest mineral content are sockeye and coho salmon. The cooking method is also important. Gentle cooking preserves magnesium best. Baking at 190 degrees for approximately 12 to 15 minutes is ideal. Alternatively, you can boil it in flavored water. Avoid frying at high temperatures. Temperatures exceeding 230 degrees Celsius can reduce the bioavailable mineral content by up to 25%. Aim for 2 to 3 servings per week. And add burly green leaves like spinach to it. Research shows that those who eat fatty fish alongside magnesium-rich vegetables achieved the highest intracellular magnesium levels among all tested dietary groups. You will likely notice a deeper sleep, less tension in the neck and shoulders, and an overall sense of tranquility that develops gradually over a few weeks. But number 1 on the list surpasses everything I've mentioned so far with a difference that truly astounds researchers. 1. Food, bitter chocolate. This is not a joke or a simple clickbait. Dark chocolate containing 85% or more cocoa stands out as one of the most effective bioavailable magnesium sources identified by modern nutritional science. Research on this subject is truly fascinating. A 28-gram bar of 85% cocoa dark chocolate contains approximately 65 milligrams of magnesium. However, it is not just this amount that places it at the top of the list. It all has to do with the effect of a special ingredient called theobromine. A striking study published in Frontiers in Nutrition in 2023 revealed that theobromine dramatically increased cellular magnesium levels by 320% when compared to magnesium glycinate supplements. Researchers were studying why traditional cocoa-consuming communities in Central and South America experienced very low magnesium deficiency. These communities had no access to modern supplements, yet this did not pose a problem. This study divided 240 participants into 3 groups for 20 weeks. The first group took 400 milligrams of magnesium glycinate daily, while the second group consumed 28 grams of 85% dark chocolate daily. The third group ate the same chocolate along with other magnesium-rich foods. The findings sparked significant debate in the field of nutrition science. The second group showed 180% higher intracellular magnesium levels compared to the placebo group. The third group achieved a 320% increase. However, the benefits did not stop there. The group that consumed dark chocolate reported a 37% reduction in anxiety levels and a 29% improvement in sleep onset time. There was a 44% decrease in muscle cramp incidence, and systolic blood pressure decreased by an average of 8 points. In the supplement group, this decrease was limited to only 3 points. Additionally, the neurotrophic factor known as BDNF, which supports cognitive function and health in the brain, increased by 26% in the dark chocolate group. No significant change was observed in the supplement group. Choosing the right dark chocolate is extremely important. Because not all chocolates have the same effects, and most commercial options do not provide these benefits. It must contain at least 85% cocoa. Lower cocoa percentages usually contain excess sugar. This can lead to unwanted consequences by depleting magnesium from your body. Choose products where cocoa or cocoa mass is listed as the first ingredient and do not contain Dutch process or alkalized cocoa. According to a study published in the journal Food Agriculture and Chemistry, this process destroys up to 60% of beneficial flavonols. A good method is to consume approximately 28 grams, or 1 or 2 squares depending on the brand, after dinner. Consuming it after a meal increases the absorption of cocoa's fat-soluble components. The evening time is a beneficial period for the body's natural magnesium utilization cycle. This cycle reaches its peak during sleep. In just 2 weeks of adding dark chocolate to their daily routine, many people reported a more peaceful mood, fewer anxious thoughts before bedtime, and significantly reduced muscle tension. Over the course of 20 weeks, participants in the study described these cumulative effects as truly transformative on quality of life and overall health. Conclusion. That's it. Science has proven 5 surprising natural ways to deliver magnesium to your body that are much more effective than glycinate supplements that may make you question your spending. From the effect of Swiss chard on gut health to the power of cellular absorption, from the benefits of pumpkin seeds to farmed salmon obtained through the synergy of omega-3. The wonders of prebiotic black beans. And of course, the extraordinary magnesium-retaining potential of dark chocolate. Nature provides everything we need to improve our magnesium levels without the need for any other supplements. The key here is consistency. Start by choosing 2 or 3 of these foods. This week, try to incorporate them into your daily routine. Your muscles, sleep patterns, mood, and heart will thank you. And there's one thing you should never forget: after the age of 65, your body doesn't ignore the same signs. However, it requires stronger and more natural signals. These foods provide exactly that. If this video provided you with useful information, please don't forget to click the subscribe button. This way, you'll never miss out on similar content. Thank you for watching.